Hi, this is Jessica with cutesy-crafts.com. In my last video, I showed you how to make a buttonhole with your sewing machine. And in this one, I'm going to show you how to sew the button on using your machine. You can sew on a 2-hole button like this or a 4-hole button like this. Take your button and measure how many millimeters apart the 2 holes are. So this is about 1, 2, 3, 4 millimeters apart. If you're using a button with 4 holes on it, just treat it as a button with 2 sets of 2 holes. Of course, always read your manual. Mine says for using this attachment for a button, I would use stitch 04. So I'll program in stitch 04. And then the width right here will need to be adjusted depending on how far apart you measured the 2 holes on your button. So since mine was 4 millimeters, I'll raise that up to a 4. And then we'll want to adjust the stitch length, which is this one here, all the way down to 0. Switch the feed dogs to the down position. When lining up the button under this presser foot, you want to line it up so both of the holes are between this little blue area right there. Place the button on your fabric where you would like it to be sewn on. Line up the presser foot. Now, so we don't break any needles, we're going to hand crank the needle down into these holes to make sure that we have them in the correct spots. To do that, I'm going to come over to the side, the right side of my machine here, and to sew forward, we turn the dial toward yourself. And as you're turning it, make sure that the needle is going down into both of those holes and not hitting this side of the button at all. So I'm cranking the hand crank toward myself. We got it in the right position on the left hole. I'll keep cranking it toward myself. The needle goes up and then it will go down in the hole on the right. So I know that we have it lined up properly now. You can go ahead and press down on your foot pedal and slowly sew for about 10 seconds. Then press the U-turn button to sew backwards a couple stitches. Lift up your presser foot, lift up your needle, pull the button out, and we're gonna make these threads a little bit longer than normal. Cut that off. We're gonna take our top thread here, thread a needle, but we're gonna take our needle, take the top thread to the back, and then we'll have our bobbin thread here in the back. And then what you're supposed to do is just tie them together in a knot. So once, and then twice to make a good strong knot, and then trim off those threads. And then we've successfully made a buttonhole and sewed our button using our machine to go on it. So then if you were going to sew on a 4-button buttonhole, you'd do the same exact thing, but you would have to do it twice. And you would line up the first set of holes like that, and then the second set of holes. Head over to my blog, cutesy-crafts.com, for more fun craft ideas, and make sure to subscribe to my channel so you don't miss a thing.